I wasn't the kind of man to frighten easy. Grew up in the hills of St. Thomas. Barefoot, bushwise, raised by my granny who could charm a snake and curse a man without opening her mouth. But I swear to you, what happened that night? I still sleep with the light on. It was late October 2004. I remember because Hurricane Ivan had passed through the month before and we were still clearing the debris from the hills. That night, I ran out of kerosene oil and decided to take a walk to Miss Blossom's shop before it closed. The sky was low, no moon, no stars, just a thick blackness that pressed on my shoulders like wet cement. But I was used to the dark. I grew up walking those red dirt tracks barefoot. I knew every turn and twist like the lines in my palm. So why did the bush feel different? About 5 minutes into the walk, I noticed it. The frogs had stopped croaking. No crickets, no nightbirds. Just the sound of my slippers slapping the path. And something else. Behind me, not close, not far, just there. I stopped. I turned around. Nothing. But the bush felt heavy, like it was holding its breath. Must be a dog, I whispered to myself, trying to laugh. But even my own voice sounded strange. Then I heard it.
Come walk with me to the water side.
A woman's voice, but no woman I knew. Every hair on my body stood up. My heart started galloping like a goat running from a cutlass. I turned to walk faster. The voice followed.
Come now, my love, to water pool.
The road under my feet changed. It was no longer dry dirt. It was mud. Wet, sucking mud. I looked around and realized I wasn't near Miss Blossom's shop anymore. I was standing in front of the old silk cotton tree by the river, but that tree had fallen during the hurricane. So what was this? Then I saw her, standing under the tree, tall, thin, and swaying like bamboo in wind. She wore a long white dress, soaking wet. Her hair was black, matted, clinging to her face. Her eyes, God help me. Her eyes were like two deep holes with no bottom. Her mouth stretched too wide, and her fingers were long, too long, dragging in the mud. I couldn't move. She raised her hand, not to wave, but to reach, and when she spoke, it came from everywhere. The wind, the trees, the water. I screamed. I turned and ran, but the road was shifting like the earth didn't want to let me go. I could hear her feet slapping the mud behind me too fast, too close. She was laughing now, not like a woman, but like a thing wearing a woman's voice. I remembered what Granny always said. If you feel the dead behind you, don't look back. Say Psalm 23. I had no salt, but I screamed the psalm at the top of my lungs. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, the wind howled, the trees twisted. And then, silence. I stumbled into Miss Blossom's shop like a madman covered in mud, gasping. She looked at me, wide-eyed, and said,